Hello, welcome back to World of Tanks, and this is a game on mines in my Centurion 7-1, and I wound up doing 4,700 damage in this game, and I take a position that I don't often take, but the first thing I notice is that there's only one Tier 8 Charioteer or tank destroyer on the enemy team, so I know that that plateau on A4 where the tank destroyers like to sit isn't going to have a lot of heavy guns or opposition. So I'm going to swing around and I'm going to go to A5, and there's a rock and some bushes there, which can be a very good position for a tank that has good gun depression. I don't want to go alone there. You can get YOLO'd very easily if there's like a medium or a light tank that goes out there. And so right now I'm looking to see where their light tanks are going. Their Bulldog and their T-49 are already up on the hill, and their RU-251 winds up going up onto the hill. So there's a T-10 coming with me, and he's going to take that position. What is that? In the E7 corner. And there's a Louvet coming up behind him. And so with those two heavy tanks there, we can set up a crossfire on the stragglers in the back who are not quite going up the hill. And you can basically get free shots for days on them. So when you get up to this rock, there's a house that you have to shoot down. And I put one shot into it to take down half of it. And because I get lit, they take down the other half, shooting back at me. And again, this is a perfect setup because the Louvet and the T-10 are on one side, and we're putting them into a crossfire. And even though I've been lit twice, a lot of these tanks are so focused on the hill they don't even realize that I'm out here. Now, it looks like the Indian Panzer wants to push me, and another thing about this position is you need a tank that has pretty high alpha to keep people from wanting to YOLO you, in my experience. So, you know, I try to take a shot at this Indian Panzer. I don't quite have the gun depression. He winds up putting a shot into my tracks, but I'm going to reposition here, and there's a pretty long aim time on the Indian Panzer, so I know I can poke him. Now, I just took one from the T-54, and it still hasn't dawned on me that because I can't see the T-54, that he's basically got shots on me. And here, when I see the T-34, I reflexively hit the 2 key, and I have Hesh loaded, not realizing that it's not APCR or heat. I decided to back off because half of my health is gone, and I want to get that T-54 distracted before I start poking out there again. Hopefully my teammates will catch his attention. And I'm going to try and do a little fake this way while I'm still lit. Maybe they'll think that I'm, you know, heading back. And then I'm going to return to the bush. So it's 196. Then I realize that I have Hesh loaded, so I go back to APCR. And you can see we have a lot of map control, and you know, it's 5-1 already, and so the game is going well, and looks like we have control of the hill, so it looks like only a matter of time before we win this game. I'm a little worried that IS-3 might want to push me, but it doesn't. Simple as that. And again, if there were big TDs on that A4 plateau, I'd be very hesitant to be poking like I did with the Indian Panzer before, because you know, they can wreck you if you stick your face out. Also, because there's nobody up there, you know, basically once this IS-3 is out of the way, we can just pretty much walk right up to practically to their cap for free. Just sails over the top of the T-34. So I'm going to advance up. already got 3,100 damage. One thing about this game I find is that moving together is important, so I'll move up the A line while my teammates move up the C line, and I don't want to get out too far ahead of them. I see that T-34 staring at me. I'm just going to wait till I go dark, and then he's going to, of course, get distracted. Go shout into him. Yeah, he's looking at me again. I'm not going to poke on him, but I'm gonna back up and take a poke from behind this building. Or from the back. And I managed to get away with it. I really like the way that this tank snapshots. He runs at bouncing a shot off of me. But you see, I don't have to stop. I can shoot while getting back into cover, which is really nice about this tank. And so here I take a shot from the Charioteer and it breaks my engine. So down to 113 health. So I realize I have to be conservative here. Now, the Louvet's telling me to fall back, but I don't really feel that that's necessary. The only tank that can do anything to me right now is the Charioteer. So now I got the drop on him. I can see he's not looking at me, and I know sooner or later he's going to cross that gap. At least I hope he will. And there he goes.
Enemy armor is damaged.
I guess I should have stopped a second earlier to aim in on him, so I didn't get that shot. But I feel very comfortable coming up, knowing how bouncy this turret is on this RU, especially at this angle.
We damaged them.
So the RU makes a run for it, and I'm able to pick up the kill. And that's pretty much it. So here are the end plates. I wound up doing 4,700 damage, 1,554 experience, 62,000 credits, and high caliber of 4743 damage, 2 kills. And because, again, you don't have to shoot gold rounds with this tank, even though I accidentally shot a few, I still wound up profiting 20,000 credits. So overall, another great game.